we've seen the no Mudik regulation provided by the government, and of course it's for the safety of the elderly and those, of course, that are susceptible to low immune system. So we understand that that's a good safety precaution to take. Now, we understand the other side of the equation, and that is people, want to get back and see their family and be close to them during a very holy period. And so, that also is a freedom of people globally migrating during the holidays. So it has to be balanced with safety for the elderly. I think it's good that the government is placing these safety standards. I don't know if it can be sure to be followed by everyone, but in fact, I'm reading now that there's already people starting to migrate back to their home villages now, because there's no work in the bigger cities. So it's going to be hard to stop that movement, especially if they don't have a current job as this virus blows over. So
kata mudik itu sendiri adalah pulangnya orang-orang perantauan kembali ke kampung halamannya. Jadi istilah mudik itu tidak harus pada hari raya Idul Fitri saja. Itu bergantung pada masing-masing orang. Kadang-kadang hari biasa sekelompok orang atau perorangan pulang kampung dikatakan, kalau ditanya mau kemana mudik.
We celebrate Idul Fitri here at Balikpapan normally. Now our extended family is in Central Java, but what we try to do is we try to go there during the year and not always on Idul Fitri. We might go before or after, so that we don't have to tax the roads and be crowded and just add to the traffic. We're more flexible with our schedule, so we try to go before or after the actual holiday and celebrate with the family. So, and then during Idul Fitri in Balikpapan, then we have family and friends to our house, and then we also go to our family and friends' houses to pay respects as well.
Karena momen itulah momen yang punya arti secara religi. Pertama, mereka mudik untuk bertemu dengan orang tua, mertua, sanak famili ataupun keluarga di kampung halaman mereka. Yang kedua, mudik ini punya momen untuk menunjukkan eksistensi ataupun keberhasilan mereka di tanah perantauan. Secara garis besar, pengaruh terhadap nilai-nilai Idul Fitri jelas berkurang. Ya, berpengaruh, tetapi secara makna dan hakikat Idul Fitri tidak akan berkurang. Karena silaturahmi ini bisa saja dilakukan tanpa harus bertatap muka, harus bertemu. Ya, dengan situasi COVID-19 seperti ini, maka sudah ada kecanggihan teknologi, bisa saja melalui video call ataupun melalui SMS ataupun melalui media-media lain, WA dan sebagainya.
Well, for us it won't be much change. However, we recognize that it's with the virus, it's best not to spread it, and it's best not to have contact with the elderly or the people with preconditions. So we certainly respect and appreciate the government's regulations to safeguard against those two groups of people that are at risk. But for the most part, I think the rest of society is going to be fine and work through this. It's a highly contagious virus, of course, but again, it is flu season, and this is sometimes getting a flu. It makes your body even stronger once you build up your natural antibodies. So we're just taking it, isolating the elderly and the precondition so that they remain safe.
Dalam situasi COVID-19 seperti ini, yang terbaik adalah masyarakat untuk tidak mudik dahulu. Ini demi kepentingan keamanan dan keselamatan orang itu sendiri yang mudik maupun keluarga yang di kampung halamannya. Jangan sampai nanti orang mudik ingin bahagia tapi menjadi bencana karena tertular penyakit COVID-19. Apakah bencana bagi dirinya ataupun bagi orang tua keluarganya di kampung halaman mereka atau sanak saudara mereka masing-masing?
Well, yes, in a way that we've decided, yeah, that we would not travel. So we're not doing as frequent trips back and forth to Jakarta. Our daughter, going to visit our daughter in Jogja, who's doing her medical um, internship in Jogja, in the hospitals there. So we don't get to see her during this time as much, but we'll just wait until the regulation is lifted, and then we'll be able to travel freely. But we've decided to, of course, adhere to the regulation and just reduce the travel so that we can reduce the spread of the virus. So, but everything, yes, is pretty normal for us. The key thing I would add is just remain calm and not panic. You know, if we can focus our efforts to protect the elderly and the preconditioned people with low immune systems and focus on them, I think that will make things a lot easier for all of us and a lot safer. And then, but I'm very encouraged by the people that are getting well. They're having flu-like symptoms for a few days or up to a week, and then they're coming out of it. So it's so good news to see these people surfacing now on the news, and a lot of good stories. So I'm very hopeful.